Greetings, 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 greetings. What it do, what it do, what it do,
Grand
man.
Rising. Greetings, 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 greetings. Wow.
Hold up. Let me make sure I have audio on Facebook. Hope everybody's doing good. Wagwan. This is your brother Chief Kalinaga with another video. It's another one. Another powerful one. Alright. Let me good. Give me 1 second. Alright, cool. Here we go. So we good. We got audio on Facebook and we about to go in, man. All right, do me a favor, please. If you feel like, sharing this link, share the link. But by all means, this information is very, very, very important as usual. All right. Videos are strictly for educational purposes. But you know what? Forget that. Videos are for knowledge purposes, right? Because you got to know. You feel me? So this is more than education. I'm having an amazing 24, spending some time with my mom, you know what I mean? So, but I wanted to do this video as a lesson in order to bring some information to y'all. Wago and Zazi, you feel me? Because I just feel like it's just wholesomeness, nature, Gaza, attacked on what it is. Wago on. You feel me? Respect. All right, so check this out, man. I just feel the need, to do this video because it's just so much information out there, and I'm just so thankful that my righteous ancestors are guiding me. You feel me? They're guiding me, man, and I'm just thankful. I'm grateful. You feel me? So before I even start the video and talking about what I'm about to talk about, I just want people to know that there is no hate. Greetings, Pete Lloyd, brother Pete Lloyd. What it is, what it is. I just want people to know there's no hate, there's no animosity. I'm just always brother Henry Morrison. One love, brother. All right. I just want people to know that I'm always coming to you with love, and I'm always going to be honest with you. You feel me? That's just me, though. That's just in my nature. All right. Honesty, integrity is very important to me, and every facet of my life. Everything that I do, I always do it with the best intentions. You know what I mean? Sometimes things may work, sometimes things may not work, and that's cool. That's just life. But for me, I always have to be honest because that's how I was raised. You feel me? So, with that being said, I'm going to talk to you guys about let's dissolve the Cestui Que Vie or Cestui Que Vie trust. It depends on how you want to pronounce it. All right. And give up your birth certificate and free yourself. Right. Of course, I made a little error in writing your. I will correct that. It's supposed to be UOWR. UOUR, pardon me. But just rushing to do this, I made an error in the spelling. So I will correct that after the live. Now, let's get into this. I'm certainly sure a lot of you, that's been on this journey for some years now, you have come across the term Cestui Que Vie or Cestui Que Vie trust. All right. That's a term that's all over the internet and people been talking about it for years, right? Me personally, all what people are trying to do right now, I did that 10 years ago. Like I tell people, I've been doing this for a very, very long time. Okay. But I have to have an honest conversation with my people. And that's just me, though, because nobody else is having that conversation. And like I told y'all before, you could go anywhere on the internet and ain't nobody giving it to you the way that I'm giving it to you. You feel me? So, with that being said, let's dive. I don't know if you guys know what exactly the Cestui Que or the Cestui Que Vie Trust is or V Trust is. It was created in 1666, and it was a trust that was created to literally enslave the world and put the world in a trust and made the people of the world the beneficiary of that trust. So everything that was done, we were made beneficiaries via the birth certificates, all right, that was created for that trust. Okay, so now the word Cestui Tu or Cestui Que or Cestui V, whatever you want to call it, or Cestui Vi, there are different ways people pronounce it. Okay, it's literally French. Okay, and it means he who lives. All right. So what they did was they took the living people, the organic people, the living blood babies that were born, he who lives, and they put them in a trust. And what they did was they created all the documents to make those people dead. All right. But the trust is for the living. You feel me? So with that being said, um, there are certain documents or papers or certain declarations that could be made so that you could be acknowledged as the living beneficiary of that trust. You see what I'm saying? So once again, Cestui Que or Cestui Que Vie or Vi trust, it means in French, he who lives, right? And it's a legal term for an individual who is the beneficiary of a trust or an insurance policy with rights to that trust or the insurance policy. Okay. So with that being said, it does not mean that the trust is not real. Yes, the trust was established, right? It was established. And during the conception of the United States, since Britain owned and still own the United States, it means that the trust was transferred. So once you are in the trust of the United States and your birth certificate is in that trust, that means you are a beneficiary of that trust. Now, before I continue, I have to go back a little further. What not say a little further, but go back to 1933. In 1933, when FDR Roosevelt, when he took away the gold and silver, just so you know, gold and silver is not just, it was not just lawful money, but gold and silver literally means peace and love, or love and joy. You feel me? So those are what we call precious metals of the gods. You feel me? So with that being said, when he got rid of the gold and silver, and they tricked the people into getting the FDR, which is the Federal Reserve notes, the FRD notes, Federal Reserve notes, FRN, pardon me. Okay, they made a deal with the people to prevent a revolution because the people realized that the government, they were playing games. And a lot of people were doing bank runs. If you don't know what a bank run is, I will give you a quick synopsis of what a bank run is. Take, for instance, all your money is in the bank, and you have a feeling that things about to crash. The banks are about to tank, and everybody goes into the bank and take their money at once. That's called a bank run. Now, normally when a bank run happens, people literally, it causes a financial catastrophe. Okay, so banks have been trying to avoid bank runs for a very, very long time because banks don't actually have money. Banks are moneyless. The only way they could generate money is through your signatures. That's why when you go to the bank, you have to sign everything. So when you sign nature, you are giving away your nature, and your nature is the gold. And once again, if you look at on the elemental chart of elements, and you look at the symbol for gold, it's AU. So whenever you sign, it's your autograph, and the first two letters in autograph is AU. So therefore, you are giving away your nature, and you are signing as a god. You are giving your autograph in gold, and a lot of people don't know that. So when you go to banks and you autograph, literally, that's how they create money. So with that being said, the Cestui Que Vie or the Cestui Que Vie Trust was set up from Britain for all the subjects of Britain, including everybody in the Americas. Okay, but the people were tricked into thinking that they were the trustees opposed to the beneficiaries. You feel me? So therefore, when you sign, what you are doing is, or when you put your autograph, AU, your autograph symbolizes gold. All right. So therefore, when you sign, you are creating money, and also what you're doing is you are also creating what's called an underwriter. Okay, what that means is when you sign and you go to the bank, you sign, you are automatically giving the bank consent. Okay, you are giving them consent to be the underwriter for them to go access any type of funds that have been allocated to you via the Cestui Que Vie trust or any trust that the United States created. Okay, so that is true. Okay, I'm giving you the background, I'm giving you the facts. So when they took away the gold and silver and they created the fake money, or what we call the debt money, because it is a debt instrument. If you look at the dollar bill, or any money whatsoever, and you look at the top left hand corner, it says for public and private debts. Okay, it's only a legal tender. A legal tender is not money, it's a promissory note. So literally, you haven't paid for anything. You are not paying for anything because money don't exist. You are just transferring the responsibility to somebody else to a future, for a future date. That's why it's called a promissory note. Everything that you have, everything that you own is literally a promise. When you work, you are not working for money. You're working and your job gives you a worthless piece of paper. And that worthless piece of paper is a promissory note that says, well, hey, guess what? You give us your blood, sweat, and tears. We'll pay you sometime in the future. But you think you are getting paid. Now, you are not getting paid. Okay, you are not getting paid unless it's gold or silver. So that's facts. All these things are facts. So what they did was, when they realized that the people may, there may be a revolution, the government came to the people and said, check this out, man. We know we did you wrong. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to give you a declaration, okay? Not a resolution, pardon me, HR 92. Or I think it's HR 92 or 192, but somewhere around there. But basically what it means is, since we took all your legal money and lawful money, okay, because you were forced to bring in your gold and your silver, and we gave you that promissory note, which is not money, we are going to make sure we are able to discharge all your debts. So basically, everything is already paid for. And two factions of a corporation was created. They are both called the IRS. Most people think the Internal Revenue Services and the IRS are the same. No, they have the same name, so to speak, the same acronym, but they are two different companies, two different agencies. Okay, one deals with the accounting and one deals with the Federal Reserve, meaning that they deal with the money. So there are two different companies in one, but making you think it's one, but it's two different things. All right. So therefore, everything is already paid for. When you go to the hospital, it's already paid for. Your light, your gas, everything is already paid for. And the deal was you were supposed to discharge those services or those privileges, and you're able to discharge it dollar for dollar because of that resolution. So everything that people are doing is not illegal, it's not unlawful. However, the government, the trustees, they are not acknowledging it. They are not respecting it because nobody's coming together. And I keep telling my people, the individual things is not going to work. Yes, you could have some type of success. Like I told y'all before, I've had many, many successes as an individual. But at some point, they ignore it. You feel me? So, well, Chief, why are you talking? What does that have to do with the Cestui Que Vie trust? What does it have to do with, dissolving the trust and getting the big payday and we could go live and sing Kumbaya? My brothers and sisters, man, I'm a realist. I'm a realist. You feel me? And I tell people, whether you want to know it or not, because I'm not asking you to believe anything. Anytime I ask you to believe anything, I'm lying to you. But whether you know it or not, I'm one of the realest people on the planet, on this planet. One of the realest, if not the realest. You feel me? Because why am I able to say that is because I have stepped into my Christhood. I know what it means to be Christ. You feel me? Okay? So with that being said, I know honor. I know integrity. I know respect. I know what it means to have morals. You feel me? So I'm here again to give you another video that you may not like. You may not want to hear, but I got to tell you the truth because there are a lot of people on the internet peddling paperwork. I tell people I don't peddle paperwork. I don't want to get involved in peddling paperwork. I'm not here to sell dreams to people. I'm not here to sell illusions to people. You feel me? Now, with that being said, okay? With that being said, it doesn't mean once again that what you are attempting to do is illegal or it's wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But I want you to know the system is set up to block you and prevent you from doing everything. You feel me? Even when you discharge your phone bill, your gas bill, your light bill, you're supposed to, and these companies are supposed to acknowledge that. You feel me? Because that's what Jesus, the allegory, it means. Jesus died for your sins. You see, people don't know what the Bible means. And what is a sin? A sin is a debt. Okay? A sin is a debt. So therefore, if Jesus, allegorically speaking, died for your sins, then you should have no debts. So that's what the resolution was for. Okay? The resolution meant that your sins, your debt was already paid for. So all you have to do is already discharged. You feel me? That's why when they send you a bill, it looks like a check. So yes, you're not doing anything wrong, my brothers and sisters. They are the ones that's not honoring it. Okay? They are the ones that's not honoring it. And there are a lot of people pushing paperwork. Oh, well, let's dissolve the Cestui. Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm just going to keep it real with you like I always do. Okay? Everybody who's pushing this illusion, and when I say illusion, I'm not talking about it's not real, it's fake. Yes, the Cestui Que Vie trust do exist, and yes, we are the beneficiary. But the illusion is making you think that you are going to put in paperwork and get these millions and billions and trillions of dollars that they owe you. Yes, they owe it to you, but they're not going to give it to you. I've been doing this, like I said, this particularly in terms of paperwork and declarations. I've been doing this around 10 to 12 years. And not one time, okay, I have ever met anybody that have shown me any proof that they have gotten paid. Nobody. I hear them talking about it, but nobody has shown me any proof. Now, you will hear people say, well, hey, you know what? Well, the IRS paid me off, you know what I'm saying? But they gave me an ND, a non-disclosure agreement. It's called an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, and I'm not supposed to talk about it. So if you're not supposed to talk about it, why are you on the internet trying to get people to pay you to do the same thing? You see, it's contradictory. It doesn't make sense. But because my thing is this: if the IRS paid you all what they owe you in the trust, I'm talking about that's billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, if so. I'm not trillions, but millions or billions of dollars. So my thing, I'm going to put myself in that position. If I were to ever do that, and for some reason it happened, it came through, and I got paid, I would do this as a public service to my brothers and sisters. I will not charge them. If I'm already a millionaire from the IRS, why am I hustling and peddling paper for people, charging them $300, $400, $500 to help them get into the trust? Why would I do that? If anything, I could say, hey, you know what? Listen, man, I will give you my services. When you get paid, just give me a certain percentage, or just give me a couple of $100. Now, that's a contract, an agreement that I would deal with. And once again, I'm not hating on nobody that's doing what they do. You hustle, you do what you got to do. But I tell people, I'm not here to peddle paperwork. Do not come to me asking me to do these things, because personally, I don't know how to do it. Okay? And when I say I don't know how to do it, meaning that I don't know how to get you paid. I know how to do the process of the paperwork, but I cannot tell you you're going to get paid, because I've never seen anybody get paid. Never. And all I could do is just keep it 100 with you, man. That's all I could do, because I'm tired of seeing my people getting played. I'm tired of seeing you getting hurt. And when the real ones come along, then you don't have any trust, because you're having trust issues. And I'm not mad at you for having trust issues, okay? Because there are some real evil people out there that's out there to hurt people. You feel me? So what I'm saying is, yes, the trust do exist. But let me ask you some logical questions. Do you think that if these companies are not even honoring your, what we call your discharge letter, okay, and not even allow you to discharge your gas bill, do you think the IRS will give you billions of dollars that's in the trust? I mean, come on, man. Think for yourself. If it's a problem to get Con Edison to discharge your gas bill, if it's almost impossible to get Verizon to honor your phone bill in terms of discharging it, do you think the IRS will pay you all these millions and millions and millions of dollars in this trust? My brothers and sisters, man, I know y'all are thirsty to be free. But let me tell y'all something. Freedom is not free, man. That's why it's called freedom. You're dumb if you think it's free. Even when you are at attention, you have to pay attention. Nothing is free. Nothing is free. The only thing that's free is your spiritual salvation. And even that you are paying a price for because you're worshiping demons and you don't know. You feel me? Before you do any type of physical paperwork, you have to free yourself spiritually because the enslavement started in the spiritual realm. But y'all out here hustling paper. Y'all out here being pulled into a realm of paperwork, and you haven't even freed yourself spiritually. That's where your sovereignty comes from. First, you have to go back to Genesis chapter 1 and become the man and woman in Genesis chapter 1. What does that mean? That was the first covenant. Be fruitful and multiply and have dominion. That was the first covenant that was taken away from us. You feel me? So you have to be able to do that in the spiritual realm first, and then the paperwork will follow. Because why? The word became flesh. And like I said before, man, I'm not here to crush your dreams. I'm not here to tell you what you're doing is wrong. No, it's not. It's just that these people are not honorable. We are dealing with demons. We are dealing with demons. You feel me? Those are the same people that's poisoning our water. These are the same people that's poisoning our food. If they are poisoning your food, do you think they will dissolve a trust and give you millions and millions and millions of dollars? Come on, man. Let's be real about this. And then people tell you, oh, well, dissolve your birth certificate. Why would you want to dissolve your birth certificate? Authenticate your birth certificate. There's nothing wrong with that. But after you authenticate it, then what? Try to get into the trust? Now, let me tell y'all something. Years and years and years ago, I heard of a couple of people that actually got some money, and they shut all that down. A couple of them even went to jail. That I personally, not knew personally, but knew people who knew them personally, and they went to jail. You feel me? So, and I'm not here to put fear in anybody. That's not the point. The point I'm making is stop chasing this paperwork, my brothers and sisters. Stop. I'm begging you. Please stop chasing this paperwork. You feel me? Stop. There is nothing wrong in doing a declaration because you have every right to self-identify. That is in the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. That's in the United States Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. That's in House Resolution 331. The United States have a responsibility and an obligation to deal with American Indians from a government to government basis. That's in the International Human Rights Declaration. Every individual has a right to a nationality. My question to you is, what's your nationality? You see, your nationality is your spiritual declaration. You're doing paperwork, but you ain't got a nationality. I mean, my people, we're doing things backwards, man. We're doing things backwards. So now you want to give up your birth certificates, okay? When you give up your birth certificates, how are you going to operate in a system that you need a birth certificate to operate? I keep telling y'all, man, I'm not here to, again, give you illusions. I'm not here to sell you dreams. I'm here to put you on the righteous path. Okay? Let any one of those people that keep telling you about this Cestui Que Vie trust and dissolving the trust and getting paid, let them show you the proof. What they're going to tell you, oh, well, I have to sign a document to show that, I cannot talk about it. So if you can't talk about it, why are you on the internet talking about it? Why are you doing consultations about it? Why are you asking people to send you money about it? Why? You feel me? And some of you may look at this as me hating. You know what? It's cool. If that's what you want to think about me, fine. That's cool. But like I said, man, I'm always going to be righteous at any cost. At any cost. And that's just me. Because I know my seat is already secured with my righteous ancestors and the righteous gods and lords of the universe. So I'm not here to appease no man. Because I'm a God walking around man. You feel me? So I'm always going to do the righteous thing. I'm always going to speak the righteous thing, because everything that I speak, if it's not righteous, is going to come back to me. So if I speak righteousness, righteousness will come back to me. If I'm unrighteous, then guess what? It's to my own detriment. You feel me? So with that being said, stop listening to these people that's putting you in positions, okay, where you're going to regret it later. I knew this gentleman. I'm not going to call any names, right? Same situation, paperwork. Coming on the internet. Oh, I don't deal with the US dollar. I ain't working. I ain't got no driver's license. I ain't doing none of that, right? And the truth is, he wasn't working. That was the truth. He didn't have no driver's license. That was the truth. But guess what? Guess what? He didn't tell his followers or the people that were looking at the videos. His wife was the one with the driver's license. His wife was the one with the job. So yes, you could afford to come on the internet and tell people, oh, well, I'm not in the system. I'm not doing this, but she's in the system. She was the one bringing in the bread. Why didn't you tell the people that? You see me? And that's, I just don't like hypocrisy. I'm not here to tell anybody quit their job, because guess what? I cannot take care of you. I'm just going to keep it 100. I cannot take care of you. Why would I ask you to quit your job? Why would I ask you to give up your social security number when I can't take care of you? I don't have it like that. You feel me? I don't have it like that, at least not yet. Okay? Now, if something miraculous happened and I could take care of all my people, literally, I'm going to do a video. Hey, listen, guess what? Guess what, my brothers and sisters? It's a wrap. Stop working. Boom. We could live for the rest of our life and not work. I would love to do that, but I can't. So if you have a job, I respect it. Although we are not supposed to be working, but this is the system that we're in. It just is what it is. So don't let nobody fool you with this Cestui Que Vie trust and let's do this and dissolve this and do that. Man, listen, ain't nobody getting paid, man. I'm just keeping it real. Nobody getting paid. No matter what they tell you. Oh, well, I got paid. I can't talk about it. Well, why are you doing videos? People are hustling people, man. Okay? And y'all could think what y'all want about me. If y'all want to think I'm hustling people, fine. That's your opinion, but ain't nobody keeping it real like me. So if you don't know by my actions who I am, then it's up to you. If you cannot identify the real ones, the righteous ones among the unrighteous, then that means you have a problem. You are the unrighteous one, because you cannot detect and see who is righteous. That means you have some work to do. You feel me? You have some work to do. So with that being said, there is nothing wrong in authenticating your birth certificate. There is nothing wrong in sending a declaration to say, well, guess what? That's what the SF-181 is for. To send out and say, hey, you know what? This is who I am. Because if you don't do it, then guess what? The job is going to do it and they're going to assume who you are. And of course, you know you're not black, because black don't exist. Even on the document, it says it gives you specific information as to who American Indians are. It gives you specific information as to who white is. It gives you specific information as to who X and X is. And everyone come from an original country or an original location. When it comes to black, it's just black lands of Africa. What does that mean? It doesn't exist. You feel me? So yes, you have to feel it's, you don't have to, but I would encourage you, yes, to do that much, at least the SF-181 form. So they could correct your ethnicity and your identity and no longer call you black on paper. But all that stuff about trying to dissolve trust and all, man, listen, man, that's a waste of time. That's people hustling you. Ain't nobody getting paid doing that. You feel me? Not as individuals. The key is we got to come together as a collective. You see, that's the problem. Y'all don't want to come together. You don't want to build communities. Y'all will have this individual mentality, this selfish attitude, this about me, and I can't trust nobody. It's about me. I'm going to do it by myself. Well, go ahead. Because I've always heard, and Zazie always say, no one man is an island. But you want to be an island by yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. I can't remember what movie that was, but it was with what's his name? Tom Hanks, when he was in an island by himself. And I think a coconut became his best friend, and he had a bad tooth. And I forgot the name of the movie. If anybody knows the name of the movie, put it in the chat for me, please. It was Tom Hanks. He starred in the movie, and he was on an island by himself. He was having illusions. I think it was a plane crash, and everybody died, whatever the case is. And he was on an island by himself, right? And then he made a coconut, drew a face on it, and it became his best friend. Yeah, Castaway. Thank you, Nature Gaza. All right. Even then, he needed saving at the ending of the movie, even if he was on an island by himself. You feel me? So stop living the illusion, thinking that you could be an island by yourself. My brothers and sisters, the only way to make this happen is to come together as a unit and commune within the unit and become a community that becomes a nation. You feel me? Y'all just want to do this individual, selfish stuff. It's about me and I'm going to do my own thing. Go ahead and do your own thing. Let's see how far you're going to get. And like I said, you're going to have some success. Because me personally, I've had many successes. I've shut down courts. But guess what? They started stalking me. You feel me? They started stalking me. For 6 months, I was stuck in Jersey because I literally almost shut down the whole state. The governor of Jersey knew who I am. He knew who Chief Kalanago Flying Eagle is. I've been through the fire, man. So I could come and tell you what the real is. But nah, y'all listen to the naysayers. Y'all listen to the haters. No, well, Chief Kalanago, he's a scammer. Chief Kalanago is this and that. But I'm the only one out here keeping it real with y'all. That's how messed up my people are. The one that's really here to save them, to show them how to save themselves. The one that's really here to be in the gutter with them and raise them up. They're the ones they watching calling a scam. That's why I tell y'all, man, the devil already tricked y'all. You feel me? And that's why it's crazy. They taught you who God is, but they didn't tell you the truth that the God that you serve is actually the devil. And you calling God the devil, and you calling the devil when the devil is actually you see what I'm saying? The point I'm making is, y'all, a lot of my people are mentally ill. Okay, y'all are mentally ill, and we need some healing, man. We need some self-healing. You know, fortunate for me enough, I had to take time to heal myself. And when I say heal myself, I'm talking about from whatever experiences that I probably couldn't even remember. Because I did not have a traumatic childhood. I grew up with both parents. Okay? I never heard my father curse my mother. I never seen my father put his hands on my mother. We had dinners together. We had breakfast together. I mean, I'm talking about, I came from a wholesome group of a wholesome household. And I'm not going to say family because you know what family really means. Okay? So I came from a wholesome household. So I know that's part of the reason why the ancestors brought me here as a wholesome man, okay, to put my brothers and sisters that were torn to pieces. But y'all, a lot of y'all don't get it though. A lot of you don't get it because you can't see who I am. You haven't tapped into the spiritual realm to see who I am. But you're going based on what people tell you about me to judge me, and you don't know me. You feel me? So all I'm just saying is, I can't tell you what to do, but good luck with dissolving the trust. Good luck in getting all the millions and millions that they owe you. Because guess what? They owe it to us. Because yes, we are the beneficiaries of the trust. But how can you trust the devil to do the right thing? And the devil is the system. How can you trust the devil to do the right thing? The devil wasn't programmed to do the right thing. Satan, meaning adversary, wasn't programmed to do the right thing. So once again, I'm going to ask you, if they're not even honoring for you to discharge your little credit card, to discharge your little, your light bill, what makes you think the IRS is going to give you billions and millions of dollars that's in this trust? Somebody let it make sense to me. And for all the people that tell you they get paid, let them show the proof. You ain't got to talk about it. Show me your account and show me where it came from. That's all. I would even sign a non-disclosure agreement. When you show it to me, I will shut my mouth. I'm not going to talk about it. I just want proof that it's real. So when you're doing what you're doing, I will not feel a certain way and feel that my people are being taken advantage of. Okay? Because nobody got paid. That's a bunch of nonsense. Period. You feel me? Don't let nobody make you quit your job if they cannot take care of you. Okay? Even me, I tell people I have my indigenous IDs. I have our nation ID. I have my indigenous travel card / driver's license. I even have an international passport, a world passport with my indigenous name. But guess what? I still have my regular New York driver's license. What if I want to rent a car? What if I want to rent a car? Guess what? I travel on planes domestically with my indigenous ID because I already put in the work. But what if I need that New York ID? You see, people are selling dreams to people. People are selling illusions to people because it sounds good, because everybody want to be free. But they will not teach you how to free yourself. The most important sovereignty is your spiritual sovereignty. But nobody don't want to teach you about that. But they want to teach you how to peddle paperwork. And I know a lot of you hearing this right now and that are actually going to hear it later. It's going to hit home for a lot of y'all. It's going to hit home for a lot of y'all, I know. Because I've been there. I've been there in a conundrum where I'm not sure what to do. And somebody came along and said, do this and do that and do this and do that. And after so many trials and trials and trials, I finally got it and did it. When I went to put my paperwork in New York, they was like, well, the court clerk we don't file these things. They don't even have a miscellaneous section. That's how corrupted these people are. Okay? I had to go all the way to Illinois, Belleville, Illinois, to put my documents in the courts. So it's on the record that I'm indigenous. It's on the record that I'm an American Indian. It's on a record that the all caps name is not me. I've already gone through that. I've already put in the work. So I know what I'm talking about. But guess what? I still have some successes, but I still have some roadblocks. My brothers and sisters, doing the paperwork is not just going to let the United States fold. If you think that was the case, don't you think Martin Luther King would have done it? Don't you think Malcolm X wouldn't have done it? Some of the most brilliant minds among us. And they had a bigger following than me and you. My brothers and sisters, man, I'm here to show you the new day. I'm here to give you the facts. I'm here to give you the truth and nothing but the truth. It's up to you and to do what you want with it. The only way it's going to happen, we have to come together. Is the only way it's going to happen. We have to put our differences aside. We have to stop talking about, oh, well, you're from the islands, I'm from the United States, we're different. We have to stop all that nonsense. Okay? We have to stop that. Period. Okay? We have to come together. How is it that gay people could come together? They have a flag, which is a nation, and rise above you. Guess what they did? They came together. They have a community. Where's the community at? All the righteous ones among y'all, the woke ones among y'all. How come y'all refuse to come together? Why is that? But you're righteous though. But you woke though. So I tell people, man, that woke stuff, I don't trust that. I'm not woke. I was never dead. Okay, I was never dead. So I'm not woke. You feel me? I've always been enlightened. Always. Maybe I just didn't know how to articulate myself at some point the way I could do it now. But trust me, I've always, since the age of 6, I was enlightened. Sitting in a church, I knew something was wrong at the age of 6. So trust me. Okay? So once again, this whole paperwork peddling thing, don't waste your time. This is going to take work. It's going to take work. You feel me? It's going to take work. And I'm talking about work where we have to be in these people's faces. When we do our documents, when we do our notices, you have to put people on notice. When you put people on notice, it's called an affidavit. When you put your affidavit of notice in place and they have 30 days to respond, after that it becomes law. And guess what? That's your law. So now you have a receipt that you sent an affidavit, you sent a notice, and they ignored your notice. That means they are acquiescing to what you said in your notice. And after 30 days, then you send another document. Hey, I sent you a notice such and such days ago. You didn't respond. That's the second part of what you call the administrative process. And then the third part of it is if they don't respond to the second part of it, then the third part is, guess what? That's the default. You default. It becomes law. You feel me? So no matter what they do, they try to come at you now. Now you have proof that you put them on notice and they ignored you because they're cocky. Now you could sue people. Okay? But my brothers and sisters, we have to come together, not just as a community, but a nation. Nations recognize nations. Okay? I don't care how small we start. We have to start somewhere. Okay? And I'm not telling you have to join our nation. I'm not telling you that. But create one. Join one that's you feel that your soul resonates with. Okay? But you can't be out here just as an individual peddling paperwork and thinking, oh, well, you know, the IRS or England is going to pay you millions and millions and millions of dollars. That's foolishness. Okay? That is a bunch of foolishness. Period. And then send letters to the Vatican, and the Vatican is going to open up the trust for you. Man, that's a bunch of nonsense. The Vatican about to write you a new Bible to further indoctrinate you. You feel me? Those treaties are still around. Even the treaty in 1667, in 1677 with King Charles II. Those treaties are still alive and well. I have all the treaties from the 1700s with the United States. I have all of that. All I'm just saying is, my brothers and sisters, man, work with your brother, man. Work with me. Work with me. Let's come together. I'm not here to tell you what's going to happen overnight. No, I'm not here to sell you no dreams. I'm not here to tell you as soon as you join the nation, all your problems is going to go away. No, I'm not here to tell you that. I'm not here to tell you as soon as you join the nation will take care of you. No, the nation could barely even take care of itself. I'm the one paying for everything. Me. From my own pocket. But I don't stress it because I know that's what the ancestors gave me to do. So they will provide. I'm not here to tell you join the nation and all of a sudden, well, if you have a legal situation, it's going to disappear. No. But what I will tell you is I will get involved and stand with you and see how we could resolve the situation as being a part of the nation. My brothers and sisters, all I could do, man, is just keep it real with you, man. That's all I could do. I don't have nothing else but truth and love and righteousness, integrity. That's all I have. That's all I have. And trust me, it's a whole lot more than having all the billions in the world with no integrity. I would rather have my integrity. I would rather have love. I would rather have the morals my mom and dad raised me with than have $1 billion in gold. You would keep that. Okay? Let me keep my good faith with my ancestors. Okay? Let me keep my good faith with our ancestors. And that's all that matters to me, is to doing what they sent me here to do. You feel me? And that's what I'm here for. And no matter what anybody else say about me, it doesn't matter. You come up against me, I promise you, you're going to self-destruct because you don't know who I am. And like I tell y'all before, y'all going to learn who Chief Kalinago is. Okay? For real, for real. All right? And no disrespect, Ashkia, I'm not a Moor. All right? You guys, if you're a Moor, I respect that. And I don't mind working with my brothers and sisters who are right, who are Moors and they are righteous. But American Aborigines are not Moors. We are not Moors. We were never Moors. Okay, Moors and Israelites and Hebrews, they were also colonizers who came here. All right, with all due respect, our people are not Moors. Okay, Moors are a distinct people from Africa. All right, but they started off in Asia. You feel me? We are not Moors. All right, but I don't mind working with the righteous. I've always said that. I don't care what complexion you are, as long as you're righteous and you stand for righteousness and you stand for the weak and you stand for the meek, then it's all good. You feel me? Well, Noble Drew Ali is not my savior. He's your savior, but he's not my savior. Okay, that's your savior with all due respect. All right. And like I said, my people, American Aboriginals, we are not Moors. Okay. Noble Drew Ali is not my savior. I am my savior. You feel me? Not Noble Drew Ali. That's your savior. That's your people. That's not our people. Okay? So, with all due respect, I respect you as a Moor. Respect that. Okay? So, with that being said, we have work to do. Okay? We have work to do. And it doesn't matter how small we start. Okay? But I know our ancestors have given me a path. They have given me some goal. All right. Yeah, we have our flag. Yes, we have our flag. We have two flags. Listen, Ashkia, I'm gonna block you. I'm not here to do the back and forth with you. All right. Like I said, respect that. American Aborigines are not Moors. Okay? And let's leave it as that. You feel me? Y'all did enough of the colonizing on this land, and it stops. Okay? So we're not going to play these games. We have two flags. We have our nation flag and we have our government flag. And it's not Moorish. Okay? Moors are not indigenous original people of this land. So if you continue this, I will block you. Period. Respect it. We are not you and you are not us. Just like how we are not Africans. And we are not Asiatics either. Okay? We are Americans, the original ones at that. In fact, there's only one, and that's us. Okay? All right. So with that being said, it doesn't matter how small we start. It doesn't matter how small we are. The bottom line is sticking together and going through the process, going through the journey. Okay? We are going to make it because it's already done. It's already set in stone. We just have to go through the process. It is really that simple. It is really that simple. But it's going to take work. It's going to take work. It's going to take togetherness. You see what I'm saying? Listen, man, I don't have to recreate anything with you. Nothing is being recreated. Your Moorish movement and nation has nothing to do with my people. Okay? Nothing to do with my people. So when you say we, I don't know who you're talking about. Your we doesn't include me. I am not a Moor. My people are not Moors. Okay? It is really that simple. America is my motherland. Africa is yours. Africa is yours. Okay? Africa is yours. So all I'm just saying is, everybody and anybody could create their own. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, I encourage you to do it. Okay? Our grandmothers never told us we were Moors. They told us we were Indians. All the treaties were treaties with Indians, not Moors and Hebrews and Israelites. Indians are in the Constitution and in the Northwest Ordinance, not Moors and Israelites. Okay? Indians are in House Resolution 331, not Moors and Israelites. Okay? We are not Moors. And you are not the founders of civilization. It all came from the Americas and was brought into Africa, given to Khufu and given to you Moors. And then you took it into Europe. You see, you can't play the games with those that know. I know. And I'm teaching my people. I am the original, not you. Okay? You are the original unrighteous seed. That's why you went over the world pillaging and destroying. Why don't you tell people you were the one who destroyed the Alexandria library? I got the facts. I got the proof. Okay? All right then. You feel me? So with that being said, I was sent here for a specific reason. And y'all going to learn and find out who I am. Trust me. And any one of y'all want to come up against me, I promise you, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Because I ain't got to touch you physically. I could touch you in the spiritual realm. All right? So with that being said, I am here on a very, very serious mission. And that's to restore my people. Okay? That's to restore my people. You dig? And it's really that simple. Okay? And I keep telling people, because you have L and B in your name, it doesn't make you a Mo. Okay? L means son. First son, that's what it means. Okay? And Bey is actually a Turkish governor. So Turkish governors ain't got nothing to do with the Americas. So I don't know how confused y'all are. You can stay confused if you want. But we are not going to allow it. That's why I tell people, not every skin folk is skin folk, and not everybody's going to get along and sing kumbaya, because there are people among us that ain't us. Okay? You dig? I am filled with hate, huh? I hear you. All right. What I hate is lies and misconceptions. That's what I hate. You dig? But trust me, man, y'all going to learn. Okay? So with that being said, I'm about to conclude this video, but I just want to again reiterate. Be very mindful. I'm not telling you what to do. Go ahead and do all your paperwork you want. I can't tell you don't do it. You do what you feel you have to within your own soul and your own spirit. But know this, we're only going to get through this as a collective. If you look at every organization that came together, they came together as a collective. They came together as a unit. Any one of them. Go look at history. It wasn't just one man. You feel me? It wasn't just one man. And I'm going to repeat this. Because you have an L or a B in your name doesn't make you my enemy. Okay? I know they are righteous Moors. And I respect them. The ones that speak the truth. And you could be an American Aborigines with an L in your name. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. All right? But the moment you start calling my people Moors, we have problems. Okay? We have problems. All right, so you know you just earned yourself to be blocked. Okay? Ashkia, whatever your name is. I'll take a screenshot of your name. All right? And then I'm going to block you because I ain't got no time for this, man. I ain't got no time for this. Y'all was sent here to destroy my people. Okay? It ain't going to happen on my watch. Okay? Exactly. All right. Exactly. United States. Yeah, they are united, right? Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. You're absolutely right, Iman El Bay. They united. That's why we're in the situation we're in today. We have to be united. Okay? Listen, I can't tell you about anybody else and their journey and their purpose. I know that our ancestors sent me on a mission. You feel me? They sent me on a mission. You feel me? And they gave me specific instructions to set up the foundation. And that's what I have done. And that's what I'll continue to do. And nobody on the face of this earth is going to prevent that from happening. Just know this. So like I said, if you're already part of a nation, great. If you want to create your own nation, great. All right. But the ancestors gave me specific instructions for what we have created. Okay? And I'm not here to play the games. I'm not here to play the games. Oh, I know, Brother Creek. I know. But like I said, man, I'm too focused. I'm too focused. Too focused. You did. I'm too focused. All right? And like I said before, the only way this is going to happen, we have to come together. And it's really that simple. The ark, the foundation, the nation is already established. Like I told y'all before, we have a constitution. The constructive notice is done. We have our nation IDs. We have our traveling IDs. We have our government flag. We have our nation flag, and we are good. It doesn't mean that we're still tightening up the foundation. Yes, and we definitely need righteous individuals, people with integrity, to be a part of what we are doing. It is really that simple. But we are not going to promise you that we are here to peddle any form of paperwork. That's not what we are doing. That will never be our intention, and that will never be something we'll do. Okay? We are not going to do that. We're going to go through whatever we're going to go through together. You become a part of the nation. Your son, your daughter, you have a legal situation. We will sit down and see what's the best way we could approach it. I'll reach out to a couple of elders and we'll see what we could do. You feel me? That's where I stand. But I'm not here to sell you no damn dreams. I'm not here to sell you illusions. We have had enough of that. It stops with me. Okay? It stops with me. And that's why I'm doing this video. We ain't doing that. We're not doing that. Okay? So when y'all come correct. Because I know, I see through everybody. And if you're not righteous, trust me, I will know. Okay? So, once again, the book, the book, the link is in the description. Go get the book. All right? Get the book. All right? The book is filled with knowledge. All right? But proceeds from the book, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do with it. I'll surprise you. All right? I'll surprise you. And that's why I'm not on here asking people for donations and asking for this and that. No, I want to put in my heart, sweat, blood, and work tears into things. I don't want you to give me nothing for nothing. Okay? It took me almost 20 years or more. In fact, over 20 years to prepare myself to write this book, and over 5 years to finally write it. 360 pages of solid knowledge. I gave you something. All you have to do is support it and see what I do. You see, the only way to differentiate between the real and the fake is to see what's being done. Okay? It is really that simple. So, I wish each and every one of you an amazing 24. I send nothing but love and light to each and every one of you. And don't give up. Don't be despaired, man. This is something that we had to go through as a people, as the first, because the first had to become the last. But now we are on what's called a rescending arc. So that's why many of our people are waking up. But understand this and comprehend this and understand and understand this, that there are going to be those around us that look like us that are not ascending. They are still descending. Okay? So just be mindful of those. That's all I'm just asking you to do. You feel me? That's it. Okay? But you guys have my email. You have me on Facebook. You have me on YouTube. For those of you who don't have my email on YouTube but don't know how to contact me, send me an email. You can send it to either Chief Kalinago Flying Eagle at Gmail, Chief Kalinago Flying Eagle at Gmail, the same way it's spelled. All right. It's just one spelling at gmail.com. Or you could also send it to unitedaniionwea at gmail.com. And I could post that in here for you. unitedaniionwea at gmail.com. Just send me an email and let's talk. Let's build. All right. Because like I said, I'm definitely attracting righteous people towards what we are doing. Okay. So that we're able to stand as a unit. And I promise you, man, When we do that, we are going to be a force to be reckoned with. Okay? We are going to be known across the world as a nation because nobody's going to stop what was already ordained. I've always said that. Yes, Mom? All right, so I'm going to conclude this video. I want to thank y'all for being a part of this. I love y'all, and we'll talk soon. Reach out to me, all right?